Good afternoon, Brett. It's Kerry here from Pacific Toyota Lexus Cairns. So what I would like to do for you today, Brett, is a virtual tour. So they call it a personalised high definition virtual tour. It's probably up to about 8 to 12 minute video. Just in the background we actually have far north Queensland, so it's about 1.5 kilometres. That's in the city of Cairns. We're basically sitting in one premium yard here at 77 Mulgrave Road in the city. We do have another yard that's actually down at 235 Mulgrave Road, and then actually a new car department as well too in Lexus. Past apartments as well too, and service. So basically, I'll tell you a little bit more about the dealership itself. So basically, been here for the last 40 plus years itself. I've been working for Pacific Toyota for the last 2 years here in Cairns at the moment. We basically hold up about 150 to 200 cars in stock at all times. We basically deliver mostly down south as well at 40% of our sales, and then 60% is actually local as well too. So we do probably a pretty good range of cars, as in your SUVs that you're looking at as well too, like your RAV4s, Hondas, Mitsubishis, Nissans as well too, and then you've got your 4-drive range, as in your dual cabs, single cabs and wagons. So what I would like to do right now, just walk up to the vehicle that you're inquiring on, our 2020 Toyota Corolla Ascent Sport. That is actually in a sedan and only done 80,000 Ks on it. So as you can see, that's our showroom floor, so it's 2-story. Good view up there. Alright, Brett, I'm going to go through, make sure I do point out if there's any bad perfections in the vehicle itself. Just make sure I point out if there's any dents or scratches or any stone chips that need to be fixed up, especially in the windscreen as well too, because you do really get them as well if you can't see them. But I'm going to go through the vehicle itself. So let's start on the front bar. As you can see there, Brett, I'm just going to get on the front bar on the driver's side. Fantastic, Brett. So just going down, you can see there's one little mark here, a couple little stone chips that I can actually brush touch and fix up for you. Just make my way up on the bonnet, just across the bonnet itself. You can see how nice that paint is and how glossy it is. Fantastic. Just going to make it up on the windscreen, just make sure I can double check, just make sure there's no chips in the windscreen or cracks. Fantastic. So as you can see, the price is there. Been reduced from $26,990 down to $25,490 drive away. Okay, just stepping back now, I'm going to look down the side of the vehicle, just make sure there is no ripples in the paint. Fantastic, that looks awesome. Okay, so I'm just making my way down to the back of the vehicle. Alright, Brett, you can see that that's actually pretty good. So I'm just going to make my way up onto the boot of the vehicle and then make my way onto the roof. Just make sure there is no hail damage or any dents that you can't really see that I can see for you. There's nothing there, it looks really good, looked after. Like I said, 18,000 Ks on it. You want to make sure it actually looks really nice and neat. Just over on the passenger rear mirror on the outside, there's nothing there, it's pretty good. Okay, I'm just going to go into the passenger door, just give me a look at all the trim. Just make sure all the trim and everything, there's no scuff marks on that. Onto the kick panel, because you do get a lot of that when you're getting in and out of the vehicle. It's got your factory floor mats in it, so rubber floor mats, carpet, my apology. Up onto the dash, then back around onto the driver's side seat, making my way onto the passenger seat. That's your owner's manual, so I'll get back to that and show you through that a little bit more. Rear door on the passenger, just looking on the trim, down on the kick panel, up onto the back seat. Fantastic, and over on the seats as well, so that's actually looked after really well. Tidy, clean. Okay, so just going into the back of the vehicle, just looking down on the rear bar, just double checking, make sure there is no luggage marks, because you do get a little bit of luggage marks on the vehicle itself. So that looks pretty good. Fantastic. Down, just on the back of the, you can see there's a reverse camera. Fantastic. Okay, I look into the back of the vehicle now, down to the front. I'll make my way down. Alright, Brett, that looks really nice and straight. No ripples in the paint. The paint is nice and glossy. You can see that they're looked after really well. Just up on the revision mirror, so there's no markings on that. Just making my way back to the rear of the vehicle. Just looking at the trim. Down onto the kick panel. Up onto the back seat. Fantastic. Alright, just before I go inside the vehicle itself in the driver's side, I want to just make sure I look around the wheel arch. Just giving you a look how tidy underneath that vehicle is. There is plenty of tread on the tyres, around the wheels. Just the rear part as well too. Plenty of tread on the tyres. There is a couple of little marks on the rims here, so a bit of gutter ash there as you can see. Up onto the back of the boot. Back around on this side. This is the passenger side now. Going around the wheel, nothing on those wheels, so the wheels are actually pretty nice and tidy. Still plenty of tread on those tyres. Just the passenger front now. Plenty of tread on those tyres. And there, so there's only one rim that's actually got a bit of scuff mark on it. Alright, so I'm just going to go into the driver's side door now. Just look at the trim. And down onto the kick panel. And there's a little bit of dirt, I just got in and out of it. Up onto the dash. Passenger side. And then down on the driver's side seat. So I'm just going to pop on in. Before I do that, you've got your electric windows here. Your central locking as well too. Basically you're locking your windows and your mirrors. Controlling. Alright, I'm in the vehicle now. The vehicle is started. I'm not sure that you can hear it. Got the aircon on it. It's pretty hot here in Cairns at the moment. So it's got about 18,533 kilometres on the clock. Just making my way from there, looking at the steering wheel itself. Just going around the steering wheel, just make sure there is no wear and tear on that. So on the left side of the steering wheel, you've got your volume controls, voice recognition and Bluetooth. And then on the right side of the steering wheel, you've got your cruise control. Changing your stations there as well too, with the audio sound, and you can change it, your modes. You've got your radar cruise control, so adaptable cruise control on that as well. Then also you've got your lane departure. Okay, over on the audio sound system, I'm going to put it in reverse so I can see that nice camera, how clear it is. Fantastic. Down on that, and then you've got your climate control, so you can adjust your airspeed here, and then your climate here on your cold to hot. So just looking underneath, this part here is actually USB and X plug, and then working down on your gear stick there. As you can see on the other side of that gear stick there, you've got your sports mode as well in your transmission, and then you've got your traction control. This is your handbrake button here, and you can hold your handbrake as well too. Cup holders there in the center console. Fantastic. And then just give me a look at the dash again before I go away into the logbooks right now. Fantastic. That looks really nice and neat. It's been looked after really well. So as you can see, that the vehicle itself has got a 5-year new car warranty, so they call it a peace of mind on new car sides. It is a one owner, so it's full service history, and it's only done its first service as well too. So the vehicles are brought from Pacific Toyota here in Cairns, brand new, and that's the first service on it. Fantastic. One thing I want to mention as well too, just with the audio sound system, with the sedans, I'm not too sure, but I've got to double check for you. but they say they might have Apple CarPlay or Android Play in here as well too. So that's something that I've got to look into for you, Brett. As you can see, it comes up on the screen, information. It's a little bit different to a lot of the hatches that we have in stock. You can change it and then look at your average starting your corner distance and stuff and what you're using on fuel. Alright, so I'm going to go underneath the bonnet now and just giving you a look at the engine. Alright. So that's an engine of a 2020 Toyota Corolla. You can see how clean and tidy. You probably can't even fit your hands around it, but I guess that's the way they make them now these days. Fantastic. Alright Brett, it's coming to the end of the video right now. If you have any questions, please do not hesitate to give me a call. Thank you very much for watching. We'll talk soon.